I know I've made a few videos now that are kind of a departure from the normal videos of my channel, but I think it's important to document this particular part of my business journey, and I want to do that for everyone. So that's what I'm doing with these videos. I've watched myself a lot of videos, and I have a lot of experience in these areas, being quite honest with it. And then all of the videos that I've watched from the gurus around this topic, what I've noticed is that they don't actually go in depth. They provide you like, here's all of the broad tips that you should follow and the standard tips, and they're great as far as standard information, but none of them like actually dive deep into an actual process, right? So that's what I want to kind of give you with this video. And then so what I'm going to dive into within this is exactly my hiring process and my recent hiring process for my first hires for my particular business, Applicable Grounded Innovations. And then so up front, the very first thing that I needed to figure out is exactly who I'm going to hire and what role I'm going to hire. And then I have known that personally from the day that I started this business. I am, as a founder, willing to take on every single part of this business. The thing that I absolutely despise, honestly, like I hate doing it, is picking up that phone and talking to people on the phone, that initial interaction. I hate every part of it. I am not a salesperson. I am coming at this as an operations based founder, heavily based on the operations side, right? 20 years of operations experience is what I'm coming in, and that's my unique differentiator in this market is my products and my operational expertise. So sales is not that. So my first hire is sales. And then so within that, I very specifically went with Upwork. So I have, Upwork or Fiverr. And then what I noticed very specifically is like if you want to pay more towards, like if you're looking for more transactional, then Fiverr is like you'll find more people on there that are more like on the transactional track. But I saw from videos like one of the core things is that like no matter what, and I want to build my team from jump as a part of my team, right? I understand 100% that anyone that I hire is not going to be as invested in my business as I am. Like that's rule number one, right? And I expect that, and I honor that. But I expect them to have some sort of commitment. I, as a boss, my approach is very hands off, right? So I think that I offer a few benefits as an employer to individuals out there, as far as like laissez-faire, laid backness, things like that. I care about just pure results, and then I do track and manage this, and then so I think that's important to go into, right? But I'm very hands off with that, and as long as the results are in there, I don't like that's what matters to me up front. So I went in and up front wanted to hire a sales rep on Upwork. And so I have at this point a fantastic sales rep, Aisha, that I have hired from Upwork. And then so very specifically, I just went on and I've had an Upwork account for a while, but I had to create a like a commercial account to post jobs. And then so I've done that, and then I have gone through, and then I hired two individuals, and then and then I am only moving forward with one of the individuals. And then so very first thing is I hired these as on a trial basis, and then so very first thing I learned is I'm going to cut back on my trial period. You can see that for this individual, I spent $45 just on a trial for this individual, which is too much. Like I wasted $45, and then so, but which is fine though because I'm making up for it over here, which is perfect, right? But so. With my process, number one is that I posted an ad. I used ChatGPT. I drew it up and had it posted. But I asked a few questions up front within the ad, and then like just generalized questions, right? Like what interests you about this role, and what is your experience related to it. And then so that was just my very first cutoff was I want people like if anyone doesn't answer the questions, like they're cut out. And then like 80% of the applicants didn't answer the two questions, so they got cut off immediately, right? Then I went from there and I did a little bit more probing. And then what I realized now that I should have done up front is done like given them a role play scenario up front before hiring, as well as had them do like at least like a few calls before hiring. And then just to make sure, what I did make 100% sure on is accent. And then so the particular person that I hire, like her like she sounds like a valley girl, right? Like, which is awesome to me. That's exactly what I was looking for overall. And then really aggressive on the phone too. So just perfect overall blend. But it took a while and going through that experience. And then what I am realizing here going into this up front that I didn't factor in up front is that I am going to burn a little bit of money. Like I said, I'm burning $45 here, and I could have burned less than $45. I'm a little bit mad and disappointed at myself for making it $45. I should have limited it to like 5 hours, and I'd be burning like $15, and then like that'd be fine, and then I would just move on from this. But I'm going to pay the $45 and then move on, and then lesson learned from that. But it is what it is. Like, and so tight screening process, and then once you hire like for a don't give them like a bunch of hours up front that they like this person just logged like 10 hours in a day, like 12 hours in a day, and then that's what happened here, right? And then so I don't know what to like. Again, I'll just pay it out, but I don't want to like go through those experiences. I wish I had capped it at 5, right? And then but so it is what it is. Overall, just highlighting and going through experience, like there's like it's exciting to hire your first person. I was excited going through this, and then like a lot of people, they give a lot of good answers up front, and I was like really excited, and I did jump the gun a little bit on my hiring, right? I should have taken more time. I have not gone through a single part of this process where it's like I took too much time. Like my only regrets are not taking enough time. I wish I'd taken more time to sit back think about these like a little bit more. But overall, I hope this gives you some sort of like a deeper dive than the videos that I've seen, right, into this, like, which is just generic overall advice. And then so my advice, like what I found is, first of all, hired my opposite. So for me, I knew I need a salesperson because I'll do everything but pick up that phone. So I want that person to pick up that phone initially, and then I'll hire out that team, and I will build a team. And then secondarily, I'm making sure that they understand and they feel as a part of my team. Like that's very important to me. And then just up front, as far as the culture, and then anyone that is reactive to that, like that's what I want as a part of my organization, right? My expectation again isn't that they're going to value my organization in the same way that I do, because they are not. But I want them to feel value in part of a team as well. And so it's important to look for. And then is not taking what they say up front, giving them individualized tests, and then narrowing your upfront contract. Like give them a very simple test period and very simple assignments up front, even when you say, okay, we're starting the contract, and then narrow your losses and narrow your what your potential losses can be, because they're going to be the maximum of whatever you think they could be when they are going to be losses. And then so just throwing that out there. So if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.